Good.
Hi guys.
Hello.
If you feel my hair, we walked to the gym in the rain. We're reacting to childhood TV conspiracy theories.
My favourite thing ever.
We did this many years ago, but it never actually came out because someone ended up coming over, the video never got finished. Long story.
Yeah.
But I was like, why don't we just do it again?
Yeah.
But read different ones.
Yeah. Some more obscure ones.
Yeah, I
That
don't
not
know the
everyone
ones
knows.
I'm reading, I've not read them, I just got a link up and was like, cool. So, whatever I come out with, I didn't read them first.
Yeah.
Pre-warning. Pre-warning.
I've read a couple, not all of them.
Okay. Natalie, you can go first since you've
Okay.
actually read one.
Okay. The Teletubbies are hibernating scientists. Let's go into this real quick because there is
Okay.
an explanation.
Okay, I was hoping so.
Because their whole thing is that, like, the Teletubbies are like childlike beings, but they go, maybe the Teletubbies aren't children at all.
Right.
They might be futuristic human scientists in hypersleep en route to terraform a new planet. The events depicted in the show are attempts of the ship AI, the Sun Baby, to simultaneously complete the mission and rehabilitate the crew.
Okay.
There is a second theory attached to this one, which says there is an alternate theory where the Sun Baby was a god which the Teletubbies worshipped out of fear.
That's some demon shit.
Yeah, so either way,
I
fear the Sun Baby.
I do, to be fair.
Apparently I used to look like the Sun Baby. Hang on, guys, do you see it?
I can see it. I can see it. Somebody's
Jump
up
scare.
deep.
Oh no.
Okay, so the title to this is just Raven's visions weren't real. That's a raven.
Oh.
I'm scared. A raven backstory with a teenage psychic, or was she? One redditor seemingly wasn't content with the idea that the show's protagonist could see the future thanks to her genetics, so they came up with a story that flips the premise of that's a raven on its head. According to their hypothesis, Raven had suffered unspeakable trauma as a child. And her visions were merely hallucinations.
Oh no.
What's more, the user speculates that her brother Corey never survived birth, and that she was simply imagining him throughout the course of the show. As far as fan theories go, this is definitely one of the darkest ones out there.
Yeah. Of course you'd find one of the darkest ones the first thing you read.
I just
What
read
the
the
hell?
title.
What the hell?
I had to laugh because I was like, what the hell?
No, literally.
Like, that's not funny, that's just what the hell, but I had to laugh because... What?
Like,
Maybe she's
guys,
just a psychic. I'd like to
maybe-
think.
Yeah, I mean, she probably is.
I'd like to think, 'cause that's too deep for me.
Okay. I've got a fun one.
Okay.
SpongeBob SquarePants lives under a nuclear test site.
Poor SpongeBob.
I know. I mean, you know what? Maybe I can kind of see that. Because apparently the voice of SpongeBob confirmed apparently that Bikini Bottom was based on or inspired by Bikini Atoll or Atoll where nuclear testing took place. The theory is that the children's show takes place afterward and the creatures have been mutated by the chemicals that remained in the area. This has allowed them to speak and have a sense of purpose much like humans.
That's a bit deep.
We'll explain the talking sponge though.
Oh, yeah, that is true. Why does the sponge talk?
Why are there talking sponges?
Okay, we've got magic weakened brains, positive wavy face.
Oh.
The Russo siblings, especially Max and Alex, often found themselves in hot water after misusing magic. It was usually because they hadn't thought their plans through. Is it possible that there were a more sinister side effect involved though? According to one fan theory, the more magic wizards used, the more feeble their minds became. We have to admit it's not the wildest idea. When the Russos used their power, their brains arguably got a break, so it would stand to reason that if they went overboard, their minds would progressively weaken. The eldest sibling, Justin, practiced wizardry relatively sparingly and responsibly, and he was usually the intellectual of the group. So it makes sense, is what it
That
says.
does make sense.
Yeah.
I kind of see that. But also, they get there in the end.
They do get there in the end.
I feel like if it was that big of an issue, then they'd probably stop it from being used.
I'd hope so.
Like, the wizards in the magical world would be like, maybe just don't do that, because you'll turn a bit silly afterwards.
Yeah.
And also, it's like, if one person from every family gets to keep their magic...
No, because that's deep as
Wait.
well.
No, because think about it, though. Because the dad's brother is the one that kept the magic in their family, and he's the dumbest one of all of them.
That is true.
He turned himself into Shakira.
Yeah, I forgot about
big up. Big up Uncle Kelbo.
Oh, he did.
But yeah, so he's like arguably the least intelligent, and he's the one that kept and used his magic the longest. So
that is true.
Perhaps. Big up Jerry. Jerry knew what he was doing when he gave it up.
Yeah, fair play. Go off, Jerry.
All that for Teresa too. Fit woman.
I would too.
I would too. Wizards are Waverley MILFs, man. Okay, I feel like this one's pretty common, but also is deep as hell, and I can never not mention it because it's fun. Well, it's not fun, but
I was thinking, damn.
It's fun to me. I like dark shit. So it's the common theory that Winnie the Pooh characters are all based on or represent mental illnesses.
Yeah.
So it's a long one too, but basically the whole thing is Winnie the Pooh is impulsive, follows patterns, he's obsessed with something, he's obsessed with honey, so he's associated with someone who has ADHD or OCD. Tigger, who literally bounces off everything, is also believed to have ADHD. Piglet is quite nervous, so Piglet is thought to have an anxiety disorder. Eeyore is depressed.
It explains why Piglet was my favourite one.
Yeah. I actually remember, I think it was actually Rabbit that had OCD in the original theory that I...
Yes.
And then Winnie the Pooh, I can't remember what the hell that one was on. That man, that bear. And then Christopher Robin was like a schizophrenic, according to the original.
Yeah. That's what I remember seeing too.
Yeah. Every time I see that, I'm just like, damn.
Deep. Is that the Magic Roundabout? The theories of that.
Oh, those are deep, deep.
I used to love the Magic Roundabout, so it also checks out for me.
Literally.
One of my favourites, honestly. I think my mum put, oh, for God's sake. Oh my god, why is it open in every single DM? Okay. Oh. Okay. There we go. Away we go. Oh no.
Oh, that was bad. Okay.
London went to Hogwarts. The Sweet Life of Cody. It's safe to say that London Tipton wasn't always the sharpest tool in the shed. Often coming across as clueless and naive, we typically blamed it on her wealthy and privileged background, shielding her from life's realities, and most of us accepted that explanation, but not all of us. Picture this instead. London Tipton was a witch who attended the Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. As such, she was having a hard time adjusting to Muggle norms. That's sort of popular. It's a popular theory! Oh my god.
Whoa.
A popular Tumblr theory. I don't even know what that says. It would be an unexpected crossover, but one that we'd love to see confirmed at some point.
Oh.
No.
No.
She just wasn't the sharpest tool in the shed.
She just wasn't very
She
smart.
just wasn't very smart.
And that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Oh, that's deep. I found a deep one. I'm like, do I even want to bring the mood down like that?
Go for it, man.
Sure.
My first one was deep.
True. So Carl dies in the beginning of Up. Audiences were choked up after Ellie died in hospital, but some fans have speculated that Ellie was not the only one who passed at the beginning of the film. The theory is that Carl also died from grief, and Russell, the wilderness explorer, is actually an angel meant to help Carl up to the afterlife. Carl is unwilling because he needs to complete his promise to Ellie and get to Paradise Island, so Russell simply tags along to make sure Carl gets to fulfill his wish as well as move on to heaven.
That's so deep.
I know, but the way they tied the fucking title
No,
into the
don't.
thing, I was like,
That was icky.
help him up to the
That was
afterlife. I was like,
icky.
oh, someone thought they ate with that.
Isn't it? Miley's blonde wig was magic. Hannah Montana.
I mean, I can kind of see how this is going.
We had a lot of fun watching Miley get the best of both worlds. Here we go again.
Oh.
But it always seemed a little odd that nobody could tell she was pop superstar Hannah Montana. Putting on one blonde wig shouldn't suddenly make you identifiable.
They're real for that.
They are. Right, well, what if it wasn't just any blonde wig? Some fans think the pivotal hairpiece actually had the power to entrance people. So they literally couldn't figure out Hannah Montana's true identity. Granted, a magical wig sounds like a little... What the fuck did that say? Anyway, But the alternative is that none of Miley's peers had ever actually looked at her, so maybe it's not that far-fetched.
I mean, to be fair,
Sure.
well, literally her two best friends couldn't tell it was
No,
her
because
face.
that's mad.
That's the thing, it's like, when you dye your hair blonde, you're not unrecognisable.
No, literally, I went blonde and nobody, like, in my school was like, who's that? I was like, oh, it's Rihanna with blonde hair.
Yeah.
Like, be real.
I found an oof one. It's not the deepest of the deep. It's not as deep as my last one about Up, but it's still wild. Okay. Donkey was a boy from Pleasure Island. From Pinocchio. Yeah, the start of it kind of goes on about how horrifying that was, and it was really scary. But someone thinks that Donkey just kind of was a kid that escaped off of Pleasure Island and grew up as a donkey and then shacked up with a dragon. And I'm like, you know what, if that's the case, good for him, he escaped.
No, for real. I mean, as long as you escape, man.
But also I'm like, he can't talk at the beginning of Shrek.
Yeah, that is true.
But I guess like the donkeys can't either.
True.
But I'm just like, did he used to be a person? Because when he gets the potion he turns into a bigger horse.
True.
So I'm like, I don't know if that one makes sense, but I'm like, either way, it gives me hope that some of the kids from that horrifying ordeal got out. Big up them.
Real.
Pinocchio, you will not see heaven for that.
Never.
You will not be going up there with Carl.
Never. We're getting a magical wig.
Real.
This is one that also everyone knows, but well, not everyone, but most people know. But, you know. Scooby-Doo and economic depression. Perhaps it wasn't just the monsters that Mystery Incorporated had to be afraid of. According to one theory, the original Scooby-Doo series was actually set during a time when the economy had gone bust. Things were so dire that even well-known individuals like celebrities, intellectuals and so forth became criminals to survive the desperate financial climate, all while dressing up as creatures so that the blame wouldn't be put on them. It might sound like a stretch, but you've got to admit there was a lot of abandoned buildings and downtrodden areas on that show. Sign of the times?
To be fair.
To be fair though.
To be fair though.
To be fair though.
Shout out the 1, 2, 3. Will man cut down your Christmas tree? We'll find out. It's January. It should be down by now.
If not, Vic will cut it down.
Yeah man, Vic will come. Vic will help.
Oh god.
But yeah, no, that makes sense.
It weirdly makes sense, yeah.
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 But I'm also like, if the economy was that bad, how are you as a group of teenagers affording enough petrol?
Not for real.
In your big ass van.
Maybe they got rich parents, one of them.
True.
Just one of them.
Fred.
I was thinking it's gotta be Fred. Fred's a Tory.
Yeah, Fred's a Tory, 100%.
Fred's a Tory. Fred's fucking parents probably running the country, man.
Bro. Fred's dad, the president.
Yeah, man.
It scrolled me away. Oh, I found one that's not deep.
Wow.
I found one that's quite fun. Basically, Belle from Beauty and the Beast and Jane from Tarzan are related.
I can see that.
Yeah, they look alike.
Yeah.
Right, where do I start? Yes. In Tarzan, when they find the human campground, they find this tea set that apparently looks all too familiar. And it looks identical to Mrs. Potts and Chip and the rest of that tea set from Beauty and the Beast. And one of the cups has a crack in it.
Damn.
And I know Disney loves their Easter eggs, but
they do.
But that means that fans believe that the explanation is that Jane inherited the set from Belle.
Damn.
They both wear yellow as well, apparently not worn by many Disney women. But it's mostly just the tea set that makes people think that, and I'm like, you know what?
Yeah, fair.
You
They
know-
look related.
Yeah.
I'll buy it.
They
sure.
do.
The Flintstones live in the future.
Ooh.
If you thought Bedrock's favourite family was kicking it back in the Stone Age, then this theory will make you think again. Evidence from this one comes from the 1978 TV movie The Jetsons Meet the Flintstones, where a malfunction with a time machine leads to two of animation's most beloved families to share the screen. How does this support the theory? Well, the time machine was created by Elroy Jetson to bring his family to the future. That is, further in time than the future. Than what? Than the future in which they already live. But what if the machine actually works? Anyway.
Anyway.
We know the Jetsons live in the sky, and perhaps they're doing that to avoid the nuclear wasteland below that's been brewing into another Stone Age. So that means the Flintstones is actually set in a post-apocalyptic future instead of thousands of years in the past. Damn.
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 Up the Flintstones.
Damn. Do love the Flintstones though.
Banging it up in the future. Big up, big up.
Do love the Flintstones.
They are a sleigh.
Great show. Great show.
I had to open a whole new website because some of the other ones were just getting too common.
But
some of these are different. For example,
how many should we read more each?
Two each?
Yeah.
Sure.
Sure.
Okay. The Backyardigans created an imaginary friend who is trapped in their minds. One dark theory about the Backyardigans, a series about a group of animals that teach kids to have fun in their own backyards using their imaginations. Me too. Is that their friend Uniqua is imaginary. However, once playtime ends, the Backyardigans are unable to rid themselves of their fictitious friend. The theory that Uniqua is imaginary comes from the fact that all the other Backyardigans are real animals, but according to Backyardigans lore, Uniqua's species is simply Uniqua. Their daily escape into a world of imagination is starting to bleed into their real lives, and Uniqua is just the beginning of something that will plague them for years.
Plague them?
I know, that's
Or Uniqua?
That is a fucking image.
No, because when you said that, yeah, I did not think it'd be Uniqua. I thought it'd be that one that's in a couple episodes and then not in a few episodes and then a few episodes again. I can't remember the name.
Yeah, no, I think I know the one you mean.
It's the one that's just sometimes there, sometimes not. So I thought that's where it was going. But no, you go to the main goal, Uniqua. Yeah. Well, and Tasha, of course, but you know. Tasha's real. So.
Tasha's real.
Oh, this is so deep. We've got post-traumatic stress disorder, Donald Duck.
Oh, damn.
Donald Duck is also like my favourite Disney character, so this is getting really alarming for me.
Oh, no.
Too many of these are about my faves and they always go down a mad place when it's my fave. It's no secret that Donald doesn't exactly have the best temperament and that he goes on the odd rant every now and again. Well, most of us just find it funny and associate with his character. Some have claimed that his escalating rage is a result of his PTSD. How did he get such a thing? Well, as a Second World War paratrooper, poor old Donald was used for plenty of military propaganda back in the day, with one cartoon showing him fighting against the Japanese by himself. That's bound to drive anyone over the edge.
Oh. Oh.
Poor Donald.
Poor guy.
He's just a duck.
Post-traumatic stress Donald, I guess.
He's just a duck.
He is. Quack quack.
He's just a duck. Poor Donald.
He's just a duck.
Leave poor Donald alone.
Oh no. I'm gonna end it on a deep note.
Okay.
for mine. Ah, shit. So. If it wants to load again, because it just refreshed. God damn it. The thing is, I'll tell you the title of the one it comes under. I'm not gonna read that one. Caillou is dead. Was on top of this one.
No, I'm seeing some titles too, which I'll read you after, so yeah. I get it.
But yeah, so the last one I have for you. Thomas the Tank Engine is a totalitarian nightmare where life means nothing.
Oh!
I love a good dystopia, what can I say? A Canadian political science professor believes that something is rotten on the island of Sodor, home to Thomas the Tank Engine. She points out that the Thomas universe espouses top-down leadership, is male-dominated, punishes dissent, and is uninterested in the mushy sensitivity of his PBS counterparts. The trains constantly encourage each other to work harder, as work is its own reward in their world. It's a fascist dream. Oh no. In a terrifying episode of Thomas and Friends entitled The Sad Story of Henry, the train conductor punishes a train named Henry who refuses to go out in the rain because it would ruin his new coat of paint. The conductor then orders for a brick wall to be built in front of Henry so nobody can see his new paint job and so that he can never leave his private tunnel/prison. The conductor even leaves the top open a crack so Henry can see everything he's missing.
What?
Hold.
This is real deep, guys. This is real deep. Also, this one bit of hair. Testing my patience. That was deep. That was real deep.
And I just had to Google it just to find out. Apparently he was bricked up in that tunnel until Gordon broke down. So apparently he was there for a while.
He did a whole prison sentence.
He did! He did a whole prison sentence.
No, I saw the bottom of that. I can't read that. What the hell is a Pokemon War?
What?
I'll read it to you.
I was gonna say.
Sure, we'll go with this one. For an anime about fighting pocket monsters, there doesn't really seem to be any horrifically mature content in Pokemon, at least as far as the original season is concerned. Or is according to this theory, the amount of gym leaders and organised crime, plus the fact that Ash and Gary are both missing parents, is because they are the generation born after a terrible war fought with Pokemon. Oh, this creepypasta may seem more concrete with the video games. It does raise some interesting points. Where is Ash's dad anyways?
Yeah, where is he?
What did I just read?
I wish I could tell you. What the hell was that?
No, one of them I was gonna read because it was about Fairly Odd Parents, and then the last thing I read was Sexual Advances, and I was like, I didn't even read the rest, but I was like, I'm not reading this nonetheless.
Yeah.
Wild. Anyways, that was a bit deep.
That was traumatizing. My eyebrows look real good in this lighting. I look, I have no eyelashes though. But yeah, there was the one theory that I just read that said Caillou is dead, and I was like, I ain't gonna read that.
No, literally, some of the like things at the top, like the titles, I was like, nope.
No.
Nope.
I did see a funny one though, that Care Bears are apparently voodoo gods.
I can see that.
I see that.
I don't even need to read that to know. I do love Care Bears though. Well, I've got hiccups. Anyways.
Me on New Year's.
Yeah, she had hiccups.
I had really bad hiccups.
Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video.
Or do we? Conspiracy.
I hope you guys watch the next video.
Yeah, please do. We need the views.
We upload every Saturday.
We don't have jobs.
We don't have jobs. I quit my job. We upload every Saturday.
Yes. And so, sometimes in between if you're lucky.
Sometimes. So, better be here next Saturday.
Yeah.
Please. I mean, it's 2024 after all. You must need someone new to watch.
Yeah. Look at us.
We're here. We're here.
What in the forest is going on here? Oh, thumbnail man.
Oh, we do. We can try to take one as a photo as well. We'll see which one comes out best. Anyways, bye. See you next week. We're better.